What's up, guys? I'm going to try to record a commentary for some sparring drills we did with Gabriel the other night. I'm essentially working him up towards Tegumi, which is just like fighting from a distance, fighting in the clinch. Takedowns are allowed. Essentially like a free form type of sparring. So now we're both striking, both defending as well. So there I notice his elbows are a little high, so I'm just trying to drop my level a little bit, aim for the gut. Nice. So that little shovel kick, it looks like it's gonna go at your shin, and it shoots right up to the mid torso.
If it comes natural,
The trajectory is kind of interesting to watch, but so I dropped my level a lot here just to kind of change the look of my head, because if your head's in the same plane the entire time, he's gonna start tracking it. So, but if you start bouncing up and down or squatting up and down, I do a little shovel kick there just to get him used to what that looks like. But once your head drops up and down, they're kind of tracking on multiple planes at once, so it makes it harder for them to hit you. Right here I'm noticing we're just going back and forth, so I start circling around, add a little more dimension to our thing. That jab high, jab low, I do that often. It's just a little fun little touch just to mess with their mind a little bit. He tagged me there, so I did the same high-low type of thing just to tag him back. So now we switch roles. I'm allowing him to strike down the center because my elbow is the one redirecting. So he's trying to strike center. I'm just swinging him side to side. My body is rotating side to side too. I'm doing that cupping block as well. For this round, I'm actually working a lot on trying to pin his hands to his chest. I know it's a little frustrating, but me leaning into my opponent and pinning my hands to their chest forces them to either back up to create space or try to punch through that lean. And when they do that, they don't have a lot of options a lot of angles to move. So see there, I'm just tracking his hands with my hands. The only thing he can do is realistically back away to disengage our grips and then strike right off of that disengagement. But me knowing that, if he starts backing away, I'm just going to drive into him. Yeah, now I think we're both attacking. Yeah, both attack, both defend, within the clinch, striking only, no grabs. So right there, he was trying to overwhelm me with strikes, and therefore I started shoving in and closing off that space. Anytime I have two grips on the hands, or one and one, my knee is available to shoot up down the center. So I'm always trying to get two grips in, and then my knee's gonna shoot up. Boom. Similarly, we're being nice, but if your knee can't go up, at least your head can go forward. That's why the headbutt there is always very advantageous to do, because both hands are occupied for both of y'all, so it's either knee from the bottom or head from the top. Much better. So he flipped my arm off with that elbow flip, but then I re-grabbed his wrist there. That was another shovel kick with the grips in.
Yes, that would have got me.
Now that he knows how to roll his elbow, I'm doing it back to him. You can roll your elbow over the top for that cutting elbow, or underneath for like that shoving elbow to the sternum. Just getting a little more confident with the strikes and stuff. Now we're going to do everything to combine. Strikes from the distance, strikes from the clinch, try to go for takedowns. And I'm asking him where his strengths are, as in where does he want to take the fight, rather than trying to react. Right now I'm staying at a distance, trying to pick at him here. He's messing around with some MMA style, like stand switches and stuff like that.
Is the contact alright? Yeah, not too heavy. Okay.
As you can see, I really like that double jab, high-low. Gabe's great at lowering himself. Very solid center of gravity. Notice how my hand's hanging there to protect myself from the knees. I knew he was going to do that because I was kneeing him earlier. Great balance there, hopping around. I drop it there so I can step pop up to the back.
Oh god.
I got his back here. So you're going to see my head's peeking out the side, and I'm going to hide my head behind his back now because he could throw an elbow from there. So now I'm safe here. My head's behind his back. Right there, he lifted up a little bit to try to fight the grip, and then in that second I was able to drop his center of gravity to the mat.
3, 2, 1.
I'm just having fun there. All right, thank you guys.